Hello student, welcome back, and today we are going to learn about chapter 2 nutrient and food technology form 5. This is a fast revision for part 3. So basically we are going to do more question, and what you can do is, if you want to be benefit from this video, what you can do is before I tell the answer, you pause the video, so you do it by yourself first, then anytime you do first, then after that as I discuss, then you see. So basically this is a question, so you can pause the video and try to do, and I will continue to discuss the question, so you can pause anytime. That is to get the most out of this video, and it's a free tuition I mean, like, at least you can just pause the video. If you know correct, then you guys get correct, and if you got anything, you can leave at the comment below. Hopefully I can answer, or other student can answer as well. Study the following information. The calorie value of each class of food are different. So what is the first question? The first question, state one problem statement. So when we do one experiment, when we want to do an experiment, we want to know we want to know the problem first. If we have the problem, then we have the experiment, correct or not? For example, the problem is, I don't know whether a girl like to eat, majority of girls like to eat peppermint chocolate or raspberry chocolate, for example. This is the problem. So the hypothesis is girl like to eat peppermint chocolate more than raspberry. Then I can do the experiment. You get what I mean or not? So you start with a problem first. So the problem, calorie value of each fruit are different. So these are actually the problem. So the problem is, which class of food has more calorie value, or highest calorie value. Anything either highest calorie value, or this is the problem. We don't know that what food has higher calorie value. So one hypothesis. So now we need to do a hypothesis. We need to you can create your own hypothesis. Like I just create my hypothesis. I say girl like to eat chocolate more than ice cream. So the hypothesis the hypothesis okay, like the problem is, what does a girl like to eat? Because you want to give to a girlfriend, but you don't know the girlfriend like to eat chocolate or ice cream. So what you need to do is, your hypothesis is, you just need to guess So basically I just guess the girl like to eat chocolate more than vanilla. Okay, so the hypothesis for this one, I just need to guess Probably I will just say I want to plan my experiment in terms of protein, carbohydrate, and fats. That's the easier. Up to you whatever you like to do. So I just create one hypothesis. Okay, so I will say that cooking oil or butter because butter can eat who want to eat cooking oil? Up to you you want to write cooking oil also can. Butter or margarine has more calorie value than rice. For example, anything you want to do whatever experiment, because this paper it's very difficult to teach. Sometimes Malaysian student they tend to, I want just this answer, don't tell me this other answer. Bro, how I know what experiment you want to do? You want to do girl like eat chocolate, girl like to eat ice cream, girl like to eat Baskin Robbins, girl like to eat peanut? I don't know. Up to you. Okay, you choose, but usually you choose something that is easier to do and it is more applicable. Like I say, a girl like to eat ice cream more than I like to eat chocolate more than. So what I need to do is, I need to go to your school. I choose 100 girls, same age, same class, same intelligence, in order to, that is the constant variable, same height. Anything but you need to have at least a condition of your constant variable. So I take, and then I get the statistic. Okay, 100 people, I give them, choose. You want, maybe I ask them do survey, or I give them to eat, choose one to eat. So after that, I get the data. 60% like to eat chocolate, 40% like to eat ice cream. So my conclusion is, girl at Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Bukit Rambutan like to eat more chocolate as compared to ice cream. So that is the example of the experiment that I do, correct or not? So it can be anything. When you go to university, when you go up, when you do business, when you do marketing, you need to do experiment. So up to you. You choose. You can do experiment in your house if you want. But since now it's COVID, don't always watch TV. Watch documentary, do experiment. Not much experiment, but some experiment can earn money. Maybe if you like to do experiment, maybe you can Google search. People like me do business. Sometimes I'm looking for people to help me do experiment, the what customer really like I'm doing tuition, like what customer like if I want to do a education center in this place, will people go? So he need to help me to do survey. I'm willing to pay money for the person, especially for student lah, help me to get the data. Where you got time to go to ask the auntie uncle to get the data, then I will know whether the business will success or not. If not, later people come education center, then it will fail. Whatever business also, you need to do experiment. Based on the given statement, design a laboratory experiment to test a hypothesis by using choose nut, this one is choose nut, albumin powder, cooking oil, distilled water, boiling tube, crucible, thermometer, array scale. Also basically he want to test two things. I just make it simple. He want to test two things, which is actually the choose nut is a nut, and albumin powder. Albumin is the egg, the protein. So basically he want to check this is two types of protein. I think the nut also got a lot of protein, and albumin also got a lot of protein. And cooking oil, so they are, but cooking oil is more towards fats, right? So we got maybe we got three things that we want to test the calorie. So how to test the calorie? This one is more difficult. First thing we need to know first how to test calorie. You can test the calorie by the amount of, you need to measure it by what we call a calorimeter boom, something like that You need to measure it by how much it can burn. If a thing got high calorie, it can burn more. For example, like I want to compare fries and French fry. How you know French fry got more calorie? I just need to burn it. If the fire in the French fry is bigger than the rice, so of course French fry got more calorie. Anything that can burn more means provide more energy, got more calorie. For example, like oil, you can burn more, is higher calorie. Maybe butter, margarine, you can burn more, high calorie. Vegetable also you can burn, Eventually, actually, if the apple or the banana is dry, you want to burn the banana, so you can just put a lot of banana and burn it. But if you want to compare, I take one lump sum of banana and burn it, compare with the fire that I put all the butter and burn it, the butter that will produce longer fire, bigger fire, more heat. So that's how you want to measure the calorie. When we read the question, we need to at least imagine the picture. So let me show you the picture first, so at least you can imagine the picture that what are we going to do. So when, wait, just let me copy this picture very fast on it. So these are the picture that we are going to do. You need to able to imagine. You don't want this picture also can, okay? You can how to say, you do whatever thing you want. I mean, you can use beaker, you can use whatever thing. So basically, in order to do this experiment, you just need to put the food and you burn it and see the heat that it will produce, and then you measure the heat. If the heat is higher, it has higher calorie. Lower, then it will have lower calorie. But of course, there are some constant variable, which is the mass, or not. I cannot take like a lot of peanut, then I only take little bit of cooking oil. Then people say the experiment is not fair. Your experiment is fail already, because your constant variable. You get what I mean or not? Like if I want to measure the girl to eat chocolate more than ice cream, but I take auntie, I take uncle, now I take auntie, I take 60 years old, then I take all the small then all my participant all campur-campur, all is the auntie, then all little bit only is the sekolah menengah girl. Then of course it's not valid lah. Of course auntie don't like to eat chocolate or ice cream because they got diabetes. I don't know, because you know lah, your mom don't always eat. Hopefully your mom don't always eat chocolate ice cream because they're old still young, never mind also eat only. Then after that when you are 30 40 you go to doctor see your report, then you start to control. Okay, so aim of the experiment. What is the aim of the experiment? Which classes of food has the higher calorie? So I think this is very straightforward okay, which class of food has higher calorie? Okay, no, this makes sense. Also we know that what identification of variable. So we have usually 3 variable, correct or not? We have manipulated, the thing that we want to change. We're responding means the thing that respond to the experiment, the effect of it, and we have constant. So the manipulated, the thing that want to change. What are the thing that you want to change? It's very obvious, right? It's the type of food. You don't want to change the beaker, right? The type of food, okay? So I just put the type of food. Responding will be the response. If you change, then what will happen? What are the effect? The effect will be the temperature. And what are the constant variable that you cannot change in order to be fair? Very easy. Here also already say the weighing scale. Where is my weighing scale? I cannot find one. No weighing scale. Wait, just let me have a look. Electronic scale. Electronic scale even more, because you want to measure the mass of food and also mass of water. For example, you don't want to take one big water, one small water, one the food very big, one small, then not fair lah. Do the experiment also not fair. So very easy, you can get 2 marks for the variable. Procedure, this is actually one of the marks that student always didn't get full mark, but it's really easy, okay? It's really easy, okay? Not that hard. But you need to able to imagine this picture. If you cannot imagine this picture, it will be very hard. So use your own word. First step, use your own word. Don't copy the book. How to memorize? Got 1, 2, 3. Last time I still remember when I was young. I go and memorize 1, 2, 3, 4. How to memorize? Cannot. You just use your imagination. Number 1. Let's say I just use number 1. I type it down because when I write, when I use my handwriting, it will be very slow. Okay. So maybe you just say, okay, figure apparatus is arranged as figure, let's say figure ABC, figure 3.1, let's say then maybe number 2 you can write, okay, anything okay, put the what is this put the clamp on a table, anything just use your own word. Then what, look at the diagram, then clamp the thermometer, then put a cotton wool, measure 100 gram of water and put into the test tube. Then what, maybe anything measure, use cotton wool to close it. Where is my thing? Use cotton wool to close it. Maybe then you can say measure the heat, measure the temperature, okay. Then maybe we can say repeat the experiment with other food such as cooking oil and what is another cooking oil and albumin powder. Data will be collected, okay. Data will be observed, for example. Data will be collected. Data be collected, data will observe, after that inference you can write, inference no need to write lah, and then we can form a conclusion. So basically for all experiment usually is the same lah I write short lah but in exam you can write longer a bit. Just say that you want to arrange A, put on the table, put the water, measure it properly, make sure it is safe, do the experiment, collect the temperature. After that, do repeat the step 2 to 4. I like to just say repeat the experiment. It is acceptable also. Repeat the whole experiment with just other type of food such as according to your question. So actually it's quite easy. Easily you can get 3 marks for this question. This is 4 marks but easily you can get 3 marks because when you say arrange, put the thing on the table, repeat the experiment, you already like got 3 marks already. No need to memorize, but you need to understand the experiment as the whole picture. Tabulation of data. Tabulation of data, let me see how many marks for this question. Is only 1 mark. So you no need to put the answer in. Whatever science experiment you do, it will be always always there's a graph. If there's no graph, there should be always a statistic. Up to you. I mean like curve line, histogram, and so on. So let's say I just put, even you make a simple one, you will get full mark. For example, I just say class of food. I just make it more then maybe nut, oil, and nut. You write properly is the cooking oil, nut, oil, and the albumin. Maybe I just make the change. If you want to make it simple, you just put change of temperature, can already. Temperature. Then this one no need. If you want to make it simple just one change of temperature, put Celsius, then can already. Also you get full mark. But usually I will just macam yes so I do more for the examiner Usually I will just write initial temperature, then final temperature, then maybe I just say change of temperature. Okay, so I my handwriting like this I got no time to write. After I write later you all fall asleep so I just hope that you can understand my handwriting. So basically again you just do like this and you got mark. And yeah, so thank you very much. I really hope that you enjoyed this video for staying through. I hope that you practice, learn anything you don't know, please put in the comment below. I hope that you will be successful for your science, not only for your exam but for fun. We learn things actually is for fun and how we can use it in our daily life. So I see you again in the next episode. Thank you for staying with me. Bye bye.